Hi, I'm not quite ready to record yet, but Koki's being really cute next to me on the couch, so I wanted to show you before I started my podcast today. Look at her, she's sitting on the cushions. Aren't you a cute kitty? She is, of course, not very happy with me at the moment because I refuse to give her some of my cream cheese. But anyways. Show soon! Just hold on. Hi, everyone. It is Wednesday, February 3rd, 2016, and this is episode 55 of Sarah Nova Crafts. I'm your host, Jessica. I can be found as Sarah Nova on Ravelry, Twitter, and Periscope, and as SarahNova_Phoenix on Instagram. You can find the show notes for today's episode on my blog or in the Ravelry group for this show. Let's see what else. That's most of my intro out of the way. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for watching. If you're a new viewer, I hope you enjoy. Likes, subscribes, comments are all appreciated. I tend to be more active on Ravelry than on YouTube, so you can come say hi there. Cookie's mad at me because I wouldn't give her any cream cheese. You saw it in the earlier video, but now she's behind me on the couch. Because obviously, as you can see, I'm in the living room today instead of in the other bedroom because I'm busy cleaning that room right now, and I kind of have piles on the desk and things are just even messier than normal. Though, I mean, I have piles of stuff here, too, because that's like my knitting right there. And now the cat's sitting directly behind me, so you can't see her, of course. And every time I move, the camera shakes because the laptop is sitting on the couch cushion that I'm sitting on, so. What's she doing? Which way should I be in here? That way. You getting comfy, Corky? What? I don't know if you can hear her purring, but she's purring really loudly in my ear. Like, anyways. Maybe I should just do like this so you can see the cat. I'll talk like this for a little while. So yeah, a few just notices at the beginning here. I am not hosting a VKN this week. There's no VKN tomorrow. The reason for this is that it's Kevin's birthday tomorrow, and I want to be able to celebrate with him when he gets home from work. So I'm not going to host the VKN because that means I'm not paying attention to him, and it's his birthday, so I want to spend it with him. What else? I do have my draw for my December finished object thread, so let me pull up the thread on Ravelry, and I will do a draw. Here's my, I got my phone right here, and I'm going to go to, I locked it on February 1st, so there should be no new entries. There are, how many posts are there? 48 posts, so that's 2 to 48, if I have this correct. Yes, 2 to 48. Random.org. Yes, Kat, what are you doing? She's like walking all over the back of the couch behind me. You can't see her anymore, but she's like right there. So I want 2 to 48. There you go. Go to focus. 2 to 48 and generate. 35. That is the result. 35. And I blow out the camera every time I hold my phone anywhere near it because my phone screen is so bright. But anyways, post 35 is on the second page. And that is Kitty PJ for a crochet hat. It's green with an orange and a yellow stripe. It is apparently a charity project, 13th Hat for Hats for Kids 2016 for Winter Camp 2016. So congratulations, Kitty PJ. Send me a PM on Ravelry with your choice of patterns. Remember, you have $6 US to spend. It can be 3 $2 patterns, 2 $3 patterns, a $4 pattern, a $2 pattern, a $5 pattern, a $1 pattern, a $6 pattern, whatever. You have $6 US of credit from me to you. So, enjoy. Send me a message when you see this, and and let me know what you'd like. And I need to put up the FO threads for February. It's only the 3rd, so I figured I had a few days. So that's that. Any other tasks I need to do before I start talking about knitting? I don't think so. Other than I have spinning tonight and things are crazy. And I'm going to adjust the camera real quick here. I'm just going to tilt it down a little bit so when I lean back, you can still see me better and I'm not like halfway down here. Okay, so, I have a hoe, which is a half-finished object, because I finished the first of my pair of socks. So I finished the first Time Traveler sock. So here it is. I was at the marker last week. I just finished the heel, so I finished this sock And where's the bag? I started the second sock. Woohoo! Yay! I finished the toe, and I've done like 3 rows of the foot. So here you go. So it's going well. I'm hoping to finish that soon. It was funny though. I was still working on this on Monday, and I took a friend to the supermarket because they don't have a car, and I didn't know what they needed. They had the list in their head. I wasn't paying attention, right? I'm just following them around the supermarket, knitting on my sock. I got some of the weirdest looks. Because, I mean, people were like, who the hell walks around the supermarket? Who the hell walks around Market Basket knitting a sock? I'm like, well, I wasn't food shopping. I was just somebody's ride. I mean, I could have sat in the car, but that was just kind of rude. So, you know, I just followed my friend around chatting with them. But I wasn't grocery shopping, so I just knit on my sock the whole time. You know. So, I did do another, a couple more squares and, puffs for my blanket. So let's see. The ones you haven't seen are these 3. So let's see. I don't remember what these were. I have a Google spreadsheet where I'm keeping track of everything that's going into my blanket. And since everything that's going into my blanket is also hexapuffs, I can check my blanket to know what my hexapuffs are. Because the yarn matches, because, like, see, these match. And that matches, and that matches. So, I am double checking what the yarn is, because I don't remember, but I know where stuff is in my blanket. So, of course, this one is an unknown. It feels like merino, though. It's got that softness of that superwash merino that you can get, so, it feels like merino. But, you know, hard to tell sometimes. I'm just making it a little wider, but I can still see the camera because I'm recording. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What am I going to do? No. I don't want to do that. Stupid thing. Okay, here we go. So this is an unknown, but I really like the colors on it. You know, and so you can see, I haven't woven the end in yet because that waits till I add another block. You can see how it's striped there and how it looks different in the stockinette as opposed to the garter stitch. It's a little washed out. It's not as bright as I'm seeing it, but I'd hoped that the lighting would be better today because I am sitting in our living room and I have the dining room light on and the living room light on, which is right there, which is why this side of my face is so light. But most of my light's coming from the sliding door. However, it is gloomy, overcast, and raining, which means that even if I was in the other room, I would have crappy lighting. So, you know, I was hoping it would stop raining and the sun would come out, and then I'm like, hit 10:30, and I'm like, I should just record, because otherwise I won't get around to it, because I have stuff to do today. So then, this is another unknown. This is a little rougher, but I think it might be a sock yarn or something. So here it is. This is a solid color. It's actually a more golden than it's showing up. It's showing up kind of taupey on the camera, but it's more golden. Keeping all my puffs in a bag as well that says Winter Camp on it. And then the last one is Miss Babs Cosmic Sock, but I don't know the colorway. But I now officially adore Miss Babs, and I want some. So if anybody wants to give me Miss Babs, I will love you forever. So this is Miss Babs Cosmic Sock in the I don't have a clue colorway. But it was actually really nice to work with, and I'm really happy I got to knit some of her yarn. So, altogether so far, I've earned 15 points for camp with my blanket and my socks. And the blanket goes like this. And I'm doing 3 rows at a time because I want it to be a bit more sturdy once I start building, but I'm also going across. As you can see, the third row is only 4, and so it's twice as wide as it is, you know, but, I want to just have the base, but I also wanted to grow it upwards a little bit, so I'm doing basically 3 rows across before I start building up more. And I'm at 8 across right now, and I'm hoping to get at least 20. I'm not planning to put an edge on it or anything, so that I can always continue to add, squares to the blanket as I go. So my current goal is 20 across, and then 20 up, and then I will grow from there. So that's what I'm hoping with for that. Excuse me, I need to reach for a sec here. Okay, so there are a few new cast-ons. Well, there's 2, really. Well, 1. Because one of them I started, and now I haven't worked on it for like a week and a half because I just have too much stuff going on Cast on way too many projects. But I did cast on the project that will be my point trifecta for February. And this is, oh, what did I do with the iPad? Where's the iPad? Ah, there's the iPad. See, I'm sitting on the chaise on the couch, so my laptop's in front of me, then there's some couch, then there's couch off the side, and then I have the regular couch going this way. So I'm kind of spread out over like 2.5 couch cushions. So I've been sitting here for a few days. I think I still have it, yeah. So this is Carrie by Megan Sanders, if I remember correctly. She is our featured designer for February for winter camp. And the featured colors are red and orange, and pink squeaks in as counting for red. And it was for your neck. So it's for your neck in red or orange, and we have 3 featured designers, and Megan Sanders is one of them. So I am doing the Carrie shawl. Can you see that? It's a very simple garter shawl, but it's worked from point to point, and it has eyelet rows every so often. So you can see this is what I've got so far. This is only a couple days work, but, you know, I'm getting there. It's a very interesting construction. And I am using Malabrigo sock in the terracotta colorway. And I know, terracotta doesn't sound like orange, but that is orange. I am sorry. I held this up on a VK and everyone went, holy crap, that's orange. It's not quite neon orange, but it's pretty orange. Even though it's washed out here, it's pretty darn orange. Nobody's going to argue that this isn't orange. But this will be my point trifecta, because I will get all my bonus points on one project, because it is a shawl, which is for your neck, it is orange, which is the color, and it is by a featured designer. So I get all my points in one shot. Which for me makes my life easier, because I don't have to remember if I've already claimed points or something and all. It's just not one project, all the points, I'm good. So this project is going to be at least 81 points. Because I'm going to get 60 for all my bonus points, because each of the 3 categories were 20, so that's 60. And then I'm going to have at least 21 points of fingering, for the fingering. So I'm going to have at least 81 points for this. Unless I use every last bit of the yarn, and then I might end up with, 88 points. We'll see. I can't math right now. So the other thing I've been working on a lot, that I've done a huge chunk on since you last saw it, was my cameo. And I'll put it this way. My cameo was at the marker when you saw it last Wednesday, okay? Now, here it is. I have to lean back. Ta-da! It's getting too wide for the needle. Like, this is a 40-inch needle, so it's getting wide. I did start the second section, which has the stripes. You can see it's got the orange in there. So, these are my colors. I've used a lot of the gray, but that's the orange. And this is Wonderland Yarns in Mad Hatter, which is a sport weight. And the colors are Hookah Smoke is the gray, and Pennyworth is the orange. And again, this is washed out. It's not showing up as how bright it actually is. It's actually quite bright. I do like orange. I can't wear it too much because it tends to wash me out, but I do like it. Oh, and this bag is from Lammy Toes, and I love the foxes. And actually, this bag has served me really well, and it stands up on its own, so it's got a box bottom and everything. Go check out our shop. It's really good. Lammy Toes. But it's coming along well, and I'm getting the stripes, and now I'm going to move the marker so that I don't forget. I'm hoping to finish this soon, because this will get me a lot of points. Oh, by the way, if you are on my team, or well, if you're on any team in winter camp, and you're watching this, and you are not a team lead, you have until February 5th, which is Friday, which is 2 days from now, to claim your bonus points. We're giving everybody 5 days grace, so that if you finished a project in January, but you have not yet posted it, you can post it for the first 5 days of the following month, and still get your bonus points. So if you've knit something that was blue or purple, and it was a hat, or by featured designer, and you have not yet claimed bonus points for it, do so now. You have until Friday, the end of Friday. We're giving you 5 days grace. Originally it was 3, but we decided that 5 was a bit easier for people. So, 5 it is. You have 5 days. 3 of which, well, 2.5 of which are gone, because it's midday on Wednesday. So, if you are in winter camp, keep that in mind. We have had a few people drop for various reasons, and I'm not going to say why, because that's too personal, but I will say my team has lost 2 people, but that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say why. I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but, you know, obviously it's not for everyone, and we totally understand if someone drops, and it's not an issue. So, and if you did drop and you're watching, maybe you can try again next year. And we'll have a lot more of the kinks worked out next year, too, by the way. Because, I mean, this is the first year we're doing this. And it's just like, what are we doing? So, we're figuring it all as we go. Lastly, for finished objects, I'm in the middle of a row, but when you're knitting in the round, you're always in the middle of a row, is the sweater. Now, I am about half an inch away from starting the decreases on the body. Now, I didn't really touch this a whole lot last week. I was working on the stonecutter, and then, of course, I stopped working on the stonecutter, which has no progress on it, so I'm not going to show it to you. It's in the other room anyways. But I'm very close to doing the decreases on this. You can see it's starting to look like the top of a sweater. I've knit about that much. Can you see the marker? That's how much I've knit since you guys saw it last. So I am hoping when you guys see this next week, because this has a deadline of February 26th, it needs to be done, and by done, I mean blocked with all the ends woven in and everything done. Like, completely done. By the 26th of February. And, yeah, this needs to get a move on. Because I only have, like, 2.5 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks? I'm gonna go with 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's say 3 weeks. 3 weeks to finish the sweater. So this is going to be, like, my main project, other than, like, the socks, which go in my purse, because this is getting too big to carry with me. The socks go in my purse, the cameo and this are going to be the 3 projects I focus on for the next week. So, hopefully next week, one of them is an FO. I'm going to see if I can turn out a sock in the time period. Because I want to start my socks that will give me my trifecta of points for March as well. So, we shall see. My design project hasn't gotten any work because I've been doing all of this knitting, but, you know. Anyways, if you're wondering the bag, this is the bag that I'm keeping the sweater project in. TNG, that's the original Enterprise, that's Kirk's Enterprise. And then Picard's Enterprise, because that's the original, and the D, because there's the original, then there's the A, the B, the C, and the D. And the original gets blown up, the A gets decommissioned, the B, I think it's decommissioned as well, the C gets destroyed in a battle with Romulans, and the D gets crushed into a planet by the android. I don't know what happens to the E. Sorry for the Star Trek tangent. Welcome to my brain. So, a couple other newsy things. I got my issue with unemployment straightened out, and no, that doesn't mean I got a job. That means I will now be getting my unemployment checks. Because their computer system messed up, and when I called them, I finally got through to a real-life person on Monday. And they were able to explain what happened. It was a computer error. The guy put me on hold for 5 minutes, came back, said, all right, I double-checked how to fix this. Here it is. It's fixed. Please log into your account online. Make sure all your stuff is there. I go, yes, it is. He's like, great. And I'm good. I should be getting my unemployment checks now. So I'm really, really excited about that. Like, yay! Lastly, when I was visiting Grandma on Sunday, I was talking about how my mom had mentioned how her and I had talked about the fact that I wanted to do the Master Knitting program through the TKGA, which is the Knitters Guild Association. And that is an international organization, by the way, even though it's based in the U.S., it is anyone from around the world can join. And I am a member of it. I joined in 2015, but I had talked about doing the Master Knitting program, but, you know, not working means I didn't have the money to pay for the first level of the course. And Grandma was like, if you're really going to do this and you're really going to, you know, want to become certified as a master knitter, I will pay for you to take the course. So, Grandma gave me the money, and I got the course. Level 1 instructions. I printed them out so I could have them, so I could double reference them and make notes over them and everything. So, I'm not going to show you anything else because it's copyrighted, but I figured I could show you the title page. TKGA Master Knitting Program. So this will be good. So, wish me luck. I need to choose yarn and start doing, there's like a research paper involved. I mean, it's detailed. And I have to knit 16 swatches. There's a research paper. I have to make a pair of mittens. And this is all information you can find on their website about the program before you start it. So I'm not giving anything away. And I have to do a certain number, I have to do all these swatches. I have to use light colored worsted weight yarn. So I'm thinking I'm going to use oh no, wait. We can't use superwash, so I can't use that yarn. I'll have to run it by my local shop owner and be like, hey, what do you recommend for this? It has to be worsted. It has to be commercially available yarn, so no hand spun. In a light color, so like white or light, just a light color so you can see, you need to be able to see the stitches. It's not superwash. They specifically said not superwash. So the Rowan Pure Wool worsted at my local shop is actually a superwash, so it doesn't count, even though that would be a really good yarn. And the Knit Picks Wool of the Andes I'm using for my sweater is superwash as well. So, I might do Patton's Classic Wool, because it's $8 a skein at AC Moore. We'll see. I'm not sure. I do have some of it in stash, though, so I wouldn't have to necessarily go out and buy it right away. But we'll see. I have not yet decided yet. I'm going to talk to my local shop owner. I'd love to give her the business if possible. Yeah. Oh, the cats. Oh my god, you should see the cat right now. So Kevin is making, his costume for Anime Boston. And he's got a PVC skeleton that he glued together and it's sitting on the living room floor, and the cat's like sniffing it going, what is this? What is this? Because, I mean, it reeks of PVC cement, which is really smelly stuff, by the way. Like I got home on Sunday night, and I walked in the door, and I felt like I was going to get high just on the fumes from walking in the door. So, anyways, I think that's it. If I haven't talked about a project that you've seen previously, that means I have not worked on it, and so I'm not going to show it to you. Yeah. Oh, for those of you who are, Game of Thrones fans, that mace right there is a replica of one a character has in the show. Just saying, FYI. Piece of trivia, because Kevin's a Game of Thrones fan and he ordered a replica of mace, so, you know. But yeah, lots of swords. You can see them behind me. See them? And then they got the spear above the door and axe, and you can't see the botlet through the cat tower, but there's a botlet hanging on the wall, you know. I've recorded episodes in the living room before, so you've seen most of the wall. I think I have, a panorama of them all when they first went up. I'll see if I can find it. It scared a few delivery people, because the swords went up basically first before, like, there was any furniture in the apartment when Kevin first moved in, before I moved in. And, yeah, it kind of, oh, there goes the cat. I'll tilt up the thing so you can see. There you go. Now you can see her while I talk. Yeah, it scared a few delivery people. It's like, for the couch and the dining table and stuff, people were like, okay. But anyways, I think that's about it. I need to start reading The Martian for next week for book club, because I kind of need to finish it, which means I need to start it. Now I'm just rambling. As I said at the beginning of the episode, there is no VKN this week. If somebody else wants to host tomorrow night, more power to you, go right ahead, but it's Kevin's birthday, so I'm not hosting. But I might ask Tanya to do it. Tanya's on my team, and she's a regular, and I might ask her to be like, hey, so. Anyways, I will see you guys next week, and I hope it's a good one. And, hopefully you stay warm. It's kind of rainy and dreary here. I don't know what it's doing where you are, but, you know. I hope it's better weather where you are than where I am. Alright. Have a good week. Bye!